During World War II, the German Wehrmacht deployed one of the most diverse and complex vehicle arsenals ever seen on the battlefield. From light training tanks to massive, super-heavy siege machines, Germany engineered vehicles for nearly every role imaginable. In this video, we'll break down every major German military vehicle, starting with the backbone of their armored forces, the Panzers. Battle tanks, the Panzers. Germany's early war tank force relied heavily on speed, coordination, and numbers. Panzer I. Panzer I was originally designed as a training vehicle, but due to necessity, it was rushed into combat during the invasions of Poland and France. Armed only with 2 machine guns and protected by thin armor, it survived purely through mobility and overwhelming numbers. Panzer II. Panzer II followed as a stopgap solution, quickly becoming the backbone of early blitzkrieg warfare. Its 20mm autocannon was effective against light vehicles and infantry, though it became obsolete as the war progressed. However, its chassis proved extremely valuable for later conversions. Panzer 35T. After the annexation of Czechoslovakia, Germany captured the Panzer 35T. Built by Škoda, it was known for high-quality engineering and reliable performance in early campaigns, easily recognizable by the distinctive gap behind its bogey wheels. Panzer 38T. The Panzer 38T was one of the best light tanks of the early war. Czech-designed and exceptionally reliable, its 37mm gun was effective against early Allied armor. Its strong chassis later became the foundation for several tank destroyers. Panzer III. Germany's first true medium tank was the Panzer III, designed specifically to fight enemy armor. It introduced the revolutionary 3-man turret, allowing the commander to focus on battlefield awareness, a standard later adopted by most modern tanks. Panzer IV. The Panzer IV became the true workhorse of the Wehrmacht. It was the only German tank produced throughout the entire war. Constantly upgraded with thicker armor and more powerful guns, it fought on every front, from North Africa to the Eastern Front. Panther. In response to the Soviet T-34, Germany developed the Panther, combining sloped armor, mobility, and a powerful high-velocity 75mm gun. It is widely regarded as one of the finest medium tanks of World War II, despite early mechanical issues. Tiger I. The legendary Tiger I struck fear into Allied forces. Armed with a deadly 88mm gun and protected by thick armor, it could destroy enemy tanks from extreme distances. However, it was slow, expensive, and mechanically demanding. Tiger II, King Tiger. The Tiger II, also known as the King Tiger, pushed heavy tank design to its limits. With massive sloped armor and enormous firepower, it was nearly invulnerable from the front. Unfortunately, its extreme weight caused frequent breakdowns and logistical problems. Tank destroyers and assault guns. Stug III. The Stug III, built on a Panzer III chassis, became the most produced German armored vehicle of the war. Its low profile and powerful gun made it devastating in ambushes. Jagdpanther 38T Hetzer. The Jagdpanther 38T Hetzer was small, angular, and extremely difficult to detect. Built on the reliable 38T chassis, it was a cost-effective and lethal tank destroyer. Jagdpanther IV. The Jagdpanther IV mounted a long-barreled 75mm gun and excelled in defensive roles, earning a reputation as a deadly hidden hunter. Marder II. The Marder II was an emergency solution, an anti-tank gun mounted on an obsolete tank chassis. Though open-topped and vulnerable, it provided desperately needed firepower on the Eastern Front. Marder III. The Marder III improved upon earlier designs, using Czech chassis and powerful guns, but still suffered from thin armor and crew exposure. Nahorn. The Nahorn, armed with a long 88mm gun, relied on extreme range rather than armor. It could destroy enemy tanks from distances where return fire was impossible. Jagdpanther. Often considered the best tank destroyer of the war, the Jagdpanther combined the Panther's excellent chassis with a lethal 88mm gun, achieving near-perfect balance. Ferdinand, or Elephant. The Ferdinand, later upgraded and renamed Elephant, was heavily armored and nearly unstoppable from the front. However, early versions lacked machine guns, making them vulnerable to infantry. Jagdtiger. The massive Jagdtiger carried a 128mm gun capable of destroying any tank ever built. Sadly, its extreme weight made it unreliable and difficult to deploy. Self-propelled artillery and anti-aircraft. Bison. The Bison mounted a massive infantry gun on a Panzer I chassis, overworked but effective early on. Wespe. The Wespe transformed older tank chassis into mobile artillery platforms, allowing German units to keep pace with armored advances. Hummel. The Hummel provided long-range artillery fire using a heavier gun, supporting panzer divisions across multiple fronts. Grille. The Grille provided infantry with direct fire support using heavy guns on the 38T chassis. Sturmpanzer IV. Brummbär. Urban combat required special weapons, leading to the Brummbär, designed to demolish buildings and fortifications. Sturmtiger. The terrifying Sturmtiger, built on a Tiger chassis, fired massive rocket-propelled shells capable of leveling entire city blocks. Wirbelwind. The Wirbelwind was a quad-barrel anti-aircraft vehicle designed to defend armored units from low-flying aircraft. Ostwind. The Ostwind improved air defense with a larger caliber gun, offering increased range and power. Flakpanzer 38T. The Flakpanzer 38T provided mobile air defense using the reliable Czech chassis. Half-tracks and prime movers. SDKFZ 251 Hanomag. The iconic SDKFZ 251 Hanomag transported Panzer Grenadiers safely into battle. SDKFZ 250. Smaller variants like the SDKFZ 250 handled reconnaissance and command duties. SDKFZ 7. Heavy towing roles were handled by vehicles like the SDKFZ 7, used for artillery and flak guns.